So, having come from Texas, I'm pretty unfamiliar with a lot of the produce that you can find in the Bay Area food shed. So, in my CSA box from Farm Fresh to You, I got something called radicchio. I have no idea what it is, and I've never cooked with it before, so I brought it to Ellen hoping that she could incorporate it into some of the other items from my CSA box. And these are leeks, and these are some gorgeous little carrots. I'm so excited.
In the winter, lettuce is not very easy to grow, so we get these sturdier, kind of bitter greens. The winter is a lot of bitter. But the great thing about nature is they also, at least in Northern California, have allowed for root crops to still grow, like carrots, which are sweet. So the key to radicchio for me is making sure to balance it a little. We have some spice with a leek, some sweet with a carrot, and the radicchio, you saute them up together, add a few other things, and simple and delicious. Herbs and spices are the big two components to play with things. So the same radicchio dish could taste 8 different ways. The way I learned about spices is you just smell them. So you go around, you think about what you have, you smell your radicchio, you taste a little bit of it, get that bitter in your mouth, and then just open different spices that you might have lying around your kitchen and think about how it would taste. For this one, we're gonna use some smoked paprika, which I love because it adds this like smoked barbecue kind of flavor. Some dill seed, which kind of tastes like rye. It's a little bit of a unique, weird, it's a little surprise. I always stick in my leeks first. Basically, you want to cook things from hard to soft.
The leeks are sizzling, and Ellen is getting ready to put in our next ingredient.
Carrots, which are going to add that sweetness. These little Nantes carrots to stay sweet all year round. Radicchio, as I said, is a tougher green, so it's going to take longer. It's going to take as much time, basically, as like a kale. Longer than something like chard, which is softer.
All right, we are out of the kitchen. We're into the dining room. We've plated our radicchio with young carrots and leeks. The radicchio is our bitter, the carrots are sweet, and the leeks add a nice sort of pungent spice. And we use this really wonderful intuitive process to determine what spices would go on our plate.
Yeah, so like you said, it's just kind of a mixture of different tastes. For me personally, the bitter is overwhelming, so make the radicchio the first time, taste it if you've never used it before, and then be like, what could I do to soften this and change it? Add sweet things, add sweet vinegars, smell different spices, decide if what's in your mouth would go well with what you're smelling.
Nice. So let's dig in. Oh, and I added a couple of additions, which I love to do at the end. So I've just sort of like smothered this in nutritional yeast, which is full of vitamin B. I've added some whole raw almonds and some nice sprigs of parsley, what I'm into lately.
Cleansing.
So, all right, girl, let's do it. Boy.
Yum. See,
This
it's
is
not
freaking fantastic.
Yeah, the bitter gets totally calmed and mellowed.
You know, this is my first time to have radicchio. I'm just a small town Texas girl. So thank you so much for bringing me all the knowledge from your work on the farm.
Yeah.
And I also wanted to give a little shout out to Farm Fresh to You. They are the ones who delivered my CSA box, and they do so every week, and they're fantastic. So be sure to check out more at eatingwithabs.com to buff up on your knowledge of intuitive eating and intuitive cooking, and check out Ellen
Yes.
At Radical?
At radical-radish.com.
We love Radicchio.
Fiona, iubi moș bătrână, ce mâncați mărul din sân. Că păstrăm pentru un copil, că păstrăm pentru un copil. Lasă copilul dracu și dai lui moșul săracu. Copilul, copilă